Good afternoon, friends, fellows, channel members. Hope you're all doing very well. Oh, it's been a great week, hasn't it, for new scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. LaGuardia yesterday, and a little bit earlier on in the week, though I didn't get a chance to check it out until today, Oslo, another mega airport from Aerosoft. And I thought, well, as EasyJet don't actually fly into Oslo, then we've got free reign. We can do any route that we want. And I thought, well, we might as well pick up a flight from the other mega airport, and the airport which many still consider to be the best add-on airport in Microsoft Flight Simulator, certainly the most detailed, the most realistic, and that is of course here in Brussels. And I would agree with that, because I think it's the one airport that I look at outside and inside that feels like a proper busy airport. I have not yet seen Oslo, so I will be seeing it for the first time with you guys. So yep, that is the plan. We shall see it together. So welcome on board, everybody. Just coming in, grabbing a drink, sitting down. Boarding will start shortly. I thought we'd just do our brief this morning here in the in the terminal with the passengers looking on. So welcome. Hey, good to see so many members coming in today. Hey, Liana, DC, Elliot, with the right account now, Elliot. Mads, Jhog, good to see you guys as well. Jhog, are you currently on your way to Oslo? I bet you're not on VATSIM. Avate, good afternoon to you as well, and a shout out as well to everybody else that is coming on board. Lemon, yeah, IE Ops, because, well, why not? And it's always nice to fly, as I say, something a little bit different. So we are Scandinavian 4744, real flight, real world flight, and yeah, that's the plan. Hey, Lulu, good to see you again. Right, let's just go through the usual stuff. It's looking pretty straightforward today, which is perfect for a Thursday afternoon. So about 10.5 tons of payload. Takeoff weight is going to be below max landing weight. That's good. Shear rate 8.8 at top of climb. That might be worth just letting the guys in the back know. It could be a bit bumpy once we reach cruise. Cost index of 56. Good lord. And a headwind of 33 is slowing us down. That's a pain, but never mind. Looking to cruise at 36,000 feet. Estimated departure is 25 right, 19 left for arrival. Plug fuel is about 7 tons. CNR is 2.2, and then just quickly flicking through. I don't think I've got any terrain to worry about. Worst case scenarios there for the weather. It looks fine. It's all Cat 1 stuff, isn't it? At Oslo and all of the alternates. So that's looking nice. Quick look at the current weather in Oslo is variable 4 knots, cav okay. So this should be a gorgeous approach. And I like flying over Scandinavia because yeah, it just looks beautiful from the air, doesn't it? James E on Twitch, hello mate, how are you doing? So that's fine. Just looking at the other alternates, they all look pretty good as well. We've got a lot of cav okay stuff and things. So Brussels currently wins 310 at 8. We'll get the latest wins when we're on board. So yeah, that's looking fine. There's our flight route. And the weather looks like got a bit of icing, maybe a little bit of turbulence up to 18,000 feet. After that, then there's just that little sector there with turbulence up to 34. But we're going to be cruising 36, so hopefully she'll be able to give the passengers a nice ride to today. So with everything looking good in terms of the flight route, the weather, and all that stuff, any extra fuel required? Probably not. The only potential is Oslo. Brand new airport, maybe a bit of traffic up there, so I'll maybe just throw an extra half ton just for some extra holding time or something like that. So what we'll do then is we will take 7.5 tons of fuel. So it's not a lot extra, but yeah, it's enough. I think. So yeah, that should do us nicely. quick look then at the taxi and departure. So we're stand today 153. Well, 153 right actually. I don't think we've got any VATSIM ATC at the moment. So the planned taxi route then for departing on 25 right is going to be yeah. So it's going to be Romeo 4, and then from there we will take the outer. To Bravo, in fact we'll take the outer up to Bravo 3, so that's going to be the plan. So that's straightforward. And then just checking anything we need for the departures. Oh, that's really straightforward, isn't it? Straight out, right turn 700 feet. MSA22, no terrain around, and no speed restrictions. Fantastic. Transition altitude 4,500 feet, and straight up to the Nikki VOR. Initial climb for us is with level 60. And see the Brussels airline just pushing back in the background. That's interesting. That doesn't look quite as rocket shaped as they usually do if they're using GSX. So maybe something has changed in some respects. Anyway, let's get on board and start setting the jet up. So I'm just telling the ground crew now what we want. Hopefully GSX will behave itself. I'll get the weather as well in a minute. So yeah, we want 7.5 for the fuel. And get GSX to load it all in. So planned 112 passengers is the plan. Let's grab the latest weather then. So let's just see what that is currently showing. Where are you? Ah, there we go. So winds 320 at 6, so winds from the right as departing, very 2836, visibility is fine, fuel clouds 4010 degrees, QNH is 1021, no significant changes. Alright, well that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? So we've got external power is on, pumps off, packs need to be off, just turn those down a little bit. Doesn't need to be that warm. We're going to refuel, so seatbelt signs currently off, and QNH 1021, spoilers, flaps, parking brake, yeah, squawking 2000, acupressure not yet in the green, 1021 on there, constraints on, and that initial climb is going to be flight level 60, so we'll just set that on the FCU. We've got audio control panel is set up, monitoring the guard. We'll just turn the cabin crew up as well. Just monitor the passenger announcements whilst we're setting ourselves up. And I think that is us pretty much good to start setting up the box. Right, so IRS, well, 3.5 greens. Air cycle, good. Engineers updated the air cycle this morning, so that's all done. Let's do our engine request. God, it's taking a while. There we go. Right, let's get everything in. So, we are SAS 4744 this afternoon. Cost index of 56. 32990 is the tropo. Ground temperature is currently 10. Download the winds. Albapino, hello from France. Hope you're doing well. Lulu, no northern lights last night. Oh, that's a shame. Well, are they due tonight as well? I never really look for them because being obviously a little more central England, the chances of us seeing them are very, very remote. Let's check the iris in it is okay. Yeah, they're all in agreement as well and aligned, so that's fine. Parking stand 153 right. That's good. 360. Temperature 55. Okay then, so I mean this departure is going to be very straightforward, so there's not going to be loads to brief. Nick 3 Golf. And then into Oslo. It's 19 left, I think, in use at the minute. On the Ripon 4 mic. I have no idea what veer it is, need the charts for that. Bavat, it would seem. There we go. Good, 684 miles there in the box. I've got 691 miles there, so that's not too much of a difference. Happy with that. Radnav page, we will tune the Brussels VOR, and just check that on the left side. Auto-tuned the Nicky VOR as we go. Alright, in it B page, have we got some... have we got a load sheet? There we go, preliminary load sheet. Take off weight is 62. What am I doing? Not take off weight. I want the zero fuel weight. 54.7. And the CFG is 29.9. Fuel for our alternate is 1.2 tons. Hit the fuel planning button to see what it spits out, and we're going with 7.5 if the ground crew do their job correctly. It wants 7.2, that's fine. So takeoff weight of 62 tons. Bang on. An extra 8 minutes spare for holds and any extra delays. Okay, good. Takeoff weight CFG planned to be 28. Right, onto our departure. 25 right, it is dry. It doesn't look like it's going to rain today, so I'm not even going to preempt any rain. Anti-ice will be off, the ceiling's 4,000 feet, no moisture around, so that's fine. Packs off for departure. Takeoff weight is 62. The CFG is 28. We didn't like that. Ah! Try again. Sure what happened there. Flaps 1. No. Off. Takeoff weight. 62. Oh. It's because I've hit the reset button, which is down at the bottom. Yeah. Takeoff weight 28. There we are. Intersection Bravo 3. There we are. 26, 30. Right, sounds like passengers are coming on board. We can hear the passenger announcements in the background. And flex is 50. Right, okay, so 126, 126, 130 is confirmed. Oh, it's actually giving us flaps 3. Oh, I left it at optimum. Okay, well, let's do that. We don't do flaps 3 very often. I don't know if Scandinavia do that, but go on then. flaps 3 and yeah, flex 50. Nice. Okay, let's just grab the just grab SimSmart. And it is noise abatement 2 here. They don't noise abatement 1 here. Sorry, they don't like noise. So thrust reduction is 1600. Acceleration is 3100. So a couple of new things, not new, but different to the norm here. So flaps 3 and noise abatement 1. So we'll brief that in a moment. Secondary flight plan. Copy the active. Standard 1700 feet is the go around acceleration altitude, and it's a right turn to the bun VLR. So I'm just going to pop in BUN, where we'll then hold. Inbound course is 115. And the hold is right turns. And then Brussels is definitely the place to return to. Nice long runways, so in fact I think has Brussels got like a 4-kilometre runway or something like that, so if you have got a problem anywhere, this is a great airport to dive into. That'll be 25, ILS 25 left for landing. No star. I don't know if Bun is one of the veers. No, it's not, but we'll just pop in no veer there, and that'll be fine. Yeah. There we go. Straight out, hold at Bun, kick new, and straight back in. Good. Okay, so that's all well and done. At this point we would contact air traffic control. There is no air traffic control around for us today, so let's just move straight on to our brief. Now, as I said, it's pretty straightforward, and I spoke recently about not overcomplicating the brief, so if it is straightforward, then there's no need to overcomplicate it. So a quick revisit of the taxi. We'll push back. We're facing obviously to the east. The taxi route will be Romeo 4. We're then going to continue straight there onto the outer. So just look left and right as we're doing that. A little bit of a hot spot there. We're going to remain then on the outer. In fact, we'll not go on the outer. We'll go on the inner. So just revise that. So going on the inner taxiway. And that's going to be up to Bravo 3 intersection. That's where we'll depart. 25 right. Departure is straightforward. Little threat, we're doing flaps 3. Don't forget to set it. TO config would alert us anyway. And it is... and for those of you that don't know about flaps 3 departures, once we have passed the thrust reduction acceleration altitude, at that point then we go flaps 1, skip 2 entirely, and then we just fly like a normal flaps 1 departure. First turn to the right once we reach 700 feet, and it's also a noise abatement 1 departure as well, so no lowering the nose when we get that thrust reduction flash up, and we set climb thrust. Yeah, first turn to the right. MSA is 2-2. Our initial climb flight level 60, transition altitude 45, and that's it. So threats and errors, I think we've pretty much covered all of them. Everybody happy? If you've got any questions, now is the time to ask, and we're just waiting for the passengers. That's it. So let's get the APU started up. Looks like the sun's come out for us as well, which is glorious. It is a nice day, isn't it? Lovely day. Oh, I love it when a GSX profile is spot on. Look at that. That is brilliant. I've never noticed that before. Should we just sit and watch the passengers? Paul, can you use the sentiment do in the performance calculator instead of typing it? Yes, you can, Paul, but we do try and strive for realism here if we can. Kittrick Varma, doesn't the Fenix A320 more often give flap 2 or 3 for takeoffs that would flaps 1 be normally used in the real world? Well, you say that, but a lot of departures out of Heathrow, for example, we're obviously talking BA now, their takeoff performance calculators they use the optimum, and it spits out flaps 3 a lot of the time. And you think that is not a short runway at Heathrow, so it's not entirely unrealistic. Mav UK, good afternoon to you, and Nuxum, you can buy the new airport from Aerosoft. Yeah, it's Aerosoft. Nolex, why are you there? You're there because you're a legend and you have just resubbed for 2 months on Twitch using Prime. Thank you so much for that. Legend Nolex, and I really urge you to get that Ryanair tattoo that you posted in Discord earlier, because that would be hilarious. Right, just waiting for those guys to come on. See, when it looks like this is when Microsoft Flight Simulator is just beyond all of the simulators. Explain, Dan. Because it's just amazing, just simply amazing. And this is what I mean by mega airport. You've got the cars, the vehicles all parked up, all this clutter, and it's just awesome. Why haven't I started the APU? Right, looks like refueling is completed. Yeah, that's balanced. Accept that. Lulu, your understanding is Fenix AP uses perf calculator from a specific operator uses flaps 3 out of a rather large London airport. That would be correct. But they don't choose to use flaps 3. That I promise you, they use optimum, but it throws out flaps 3 for whatever reason. I don't know. APU is available. I think all the passengers are on board as well now, so that's wonderful. Okay, so if APU's powering us up, then I'll get the pumps on. External power can be disconnected. I'll just tell the ground crew they can get rid of the ground GPU, and we'll start preparing for push. So we've got the final load sheet. Yeah, there we go. So let's just check. Our final takeoff weight is 62 tons. That's fine. What's our CFG? We planned on 28. It's 29.5. Excellent. That's within 2% tolerance, so no LMCs, and we're good. Wonderful. Let's grab the ground crew and tell them to come get ready to push. As I'm doing that, then let's do our cockpit preparation checklist. So the aircraft acceptance has all been completed. Fuel quantity 7.5 ton. That is balanced. Seatbelt signs can now come on. Adair's got 3.5 green, and QNH is 1021 set, cross checked, and 120.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
What a wonderful accent. Jake the Gamer, is GSX worth it? I think it is. It works beautifully with the Fenix aircraft 90% of the time now. And once you go and install some custom profiles, which are all free and downloadable on places like flightsim.to, and a lot of payware scenery comes with a GSX profile already built in now, as did this Brussels airport just now. It looks and worked beautifully, didn't it? Right. We're on Unicom. 1228, we are indeed. Brussels traffic, Scandinavian 4744, stand 153, right, pushing back facing east on Romeo 4. Okay, before start checklist, parking brake is on, takeoff data is confirmed, windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode, doors are closed, not armed, beacon light is on, tail to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
And parking brakes released.
Starting push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check.
Okay, goodbye Brussels. God, this airport looks amazing. I really hope Oslo looks something like this. Might be the most realistic flight you could probably do in the simulator if that is the case. Right, engine mode selector 2, ignition, paranoia check, APU bleed is on. Okay, engine 1 start. If you are just joining us, getting yourselves into your seat, you should already be sat down with your seatbelts on. But do hit the like button for us if you haven't done so already, and help show us a little bit of support for free as well, which is always good when it's free. Lou, you see an EPR gauge? You do indeed, yes. Thought we'd do something a tad different.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions.
SAS SOP says engine 1, then 2. I have no idea what SAS SOPs are. We obviously use SOPs of a certain orange airline here. And bargain brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Please be aware that your nearest usable exit.
Hello, traffic runway 41 for runway 24, vacancy, Sunrise traffic.
Oh, have ATC just come online?
Seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released.
Oh no, they haven't. That's unfortunately we're not flying to Amsterdam. A little bit of a message from Dutch ATC, wishing us a pleasant flight.
Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Normally, hold the mask
Send them a little message back.
strap. Pull on each side to adjust.
Right, engine 1 stabilised, starting engine 2.
If we land on water,
Show truck disconnected. Bypass power.
open the pouch and put it over your head.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Together.
Tug moving out the way.
Adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the top.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't pronounce your name, but that is why, you see, low-cost carriers, such as the one that we usually do on the channel, use single-engine taxi, in which case it's always engine 1 first with the pump on. And to keep it consistent, then whether you're taxiing with 1 or 2 engines, they will always still start engine number 1 first, so you're not having to change and swap things. Trust me on this. And whilst you do have things connected obviously in the hydraulics with engine 2, that is why we have the electric pump. So basically, in short, you've got 2 options. You can either have the brakes work, or you can lose nose wheel steering. Personally, I'd rather have the brakes work and lose steering. If my brakes aren't working but I can steer my aircraft, that's not a great position to be into. I'm going to have to find something to crash into to stop my aircraft. Right, engine number 2 is happy. So, let me just see, what was the CFG? Was it 28.5? I honestly can't remember. Where's that final load sheet gone? $29.5. Alright, engine mode selects us back to normal. Anti-ice not required. Okay. And the after start checklist. So anti-ice is off. Ecam status is checked. Just got pack 2. The pitch trim 29.5 rudder is neutral. Brussels traffic Scandinavian 4744, taxiing via Romeo for inner and holding Bravo 3 for 25 right. Okay, so whilst we're rolling, flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, and neutral. Right, we'll chase the fire engine. So as we get to the end here, we want to take the first taxiway that goes off, so sort of like at 10 o'clock. Mermeld, why does this airport look so lifeless? You're kidding. This is the most lifelike airport available, I think. I'd like to hear your thoughts. So we're actually just taxiing behind this building, just there. Right, so we've got no LMCs or anything. Performance is as planned. Engine out procedure is standard, so straight out. Once we're above 1700, we can level off, accelerate away, and make a right turn to the Bun waypoint, and then we will be holding there 3,000 feet, safely above MSA, and the initial stop climb is 6,000.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Wonderful, thank you. Nice short taxi then. So taxi checklist flight controls have been checked. Flap setting config 3. FMA climb no blue 1FD2 6000 blue. Radar predict which is on. Ecam memo. Takeoff no blue. EFP is stowed.
First on station reference 2617 taxi to runway 25 right via info.
Oh, should look gorgeous this. Right, so the approach path is clear. Let's get the lights on, let's get out of here. Brussels traffic, Scandinavian 4744 is lining up via Bravo 3, runway 25 right, departure on the Nikki 3 Golf. I think if everyone's happy, a rolling takeoff will work. In fact, I'm not going to do a rolling takeoff because just need to confirm cabin secure, takeoff runway Bravo 3, 25 right, TKSJRI packs 1 2 are off. Okay, takeoff. Now start the chrono. Looking for 1.05 on the EPR. They're stable. Set takeoff thrust, man flex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. $700 right turn. Thrust climb. SRS. Lever ASIM, just fix that. Okay, reduce my workload. Autopilot 1 engaged. Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1. Standard pressure. Climb 60 blue, auto thrust is on. And as we're going to head through a bit of a cloud layer now, we'll get anti-ice on as well. Maui, thank you for subscribing. Goofy, it could have been a little bit stuttery. I mean, Brussels is a mega airport, which my PC does struggle, particularly when streaming at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelts fastened while we recommend keeping
Master caution. Okay, cancel that. We can disregard this alert. So, clear recount.
Difference 2617 now. 9 wait, runway 25 right.
And flaps 0.
Beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar, we accept all major credit and debit cards. If we can be of any further assistance, just ask us as we join you.
So with no air traffic control, let's just continue that climb. We'll go flight level 200. So open climb 200 blue. LLL, what checklist am I using? Well, the actual checklist is one that is available on our Discord server. But a lot of the sort of flows and things aren't part of a checklist. They're just well, things that you do. They're sort of memory flows. For instance, now we're just going to check. We could do the spoilers up, flaps up, gear is up, and now we'll get all the lights off as well. So no longer need those. So turn off lights, landing lights, nose lights. They're off. I'm now happy. So we can. Cabin crews released. Daniel, thank you for subscribing as well, mate. Good to see you on board. I think we can get rid of the anti-ice now. And that's it. On our way to Oslo, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing. Ocean, I'm just using the default cabin announcements. It's not an SAS cabin announcement pack.
2617 now, take off runway 25 right.
So we're now past 10,000 feet. Nose is lowering so we can accelerate away and see what signs they can come off. 10,000 feet then, RadNav. Let's clear the RadNav page out. Cost index of 0. And engine out procedure, that can be wiped. Secondary flight plan now, copy the active. So our planned cruise today is 36. 36 is actually optimum, so that's going to work for us straight off. So just set 360 blue. There we go. And run away. Dean, is a mega airport like a mega pint? I guess a pint is a pint, regardless of whether it's mega or not. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a pint. At least it should still be light when we get to Oslo. Hey, Kenny Myers, I'm doing very well. Hope you are too. Rail cow, good evening. It may not be a mega in normal terms, but in terms of the actual scenery and how good it is modelled in the simulator, it is indeed meant to be a mega airport. FPV Wings, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Really wish I could clean this mark down here. Guess which airline we're flying. Get to have a nice view of the boats leaving the harbour down there. I bet someone on the chat will be able to tell me what harbour that is. Actually, I have no idea. Somewhere in Belgium. Benjamin Cassie, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, DC is that Antwerp, thank you. My knowledge of harbours is not good. Oh, Railcar, I saw you said yesterday that you're currently in the middle of a rebuild. How's it all going? Well, Joel, they're probably glad of the break, to be honest. It's always nice to fly some different airline, isn't it? Lulu, she says, I can help with the nuances of flying into the garbage, but Belgian harbours is very much outside yours and mine both. A baseman, my nose wheel steering is, I forget which axis it is, but I've got it mapped to the twist axis on my Thrustmaster side stick. Speedboat Simulations is also out now. Yes, it is, and I believe it is a mega airport. We'll find out together when we get there. Dan, am I having any issues with the Fenix app since the latest update? Really slow on launching, and a full reinstall hasn't fixed. Dan, I haven't, no. So I'm not quite sure what could be the cause for that. Rail Cowgirl, you've been without a computer for almost a month. Do you miss it? Guess that's a question you have to ask, isn't it? Do you miss it? Seems like a very long, steady approach into Antwerp Harbour. Antwerp Harbour seems to be a long way from the actual North Sea, which is obviously over here, and they've got to travel a long way to get there. Yazin, what is the best altitude for gear up and gear down? Oh, gear up is whenever you're confident that you're climbing with a positive climb rate. And as for the gear down, that again can depend on the circumstances, but I normally get the gear down at around 6 miles out. Any earlier than that and you're just adding extra drag and wasting fuel. However, there are some occasions and some approaches where you do need to be stabilised before you're going down much earlier, so on those approaches the gear can come out as early as sort of 12 miles out. If you've been kept fast and high, then the gear is a great speed brake. But then you think of somewhere like Innsbruck, and because you're going down in the valley and you need to be a lot of airline standard operating procedures require you to be sort of fully configured before you start that approach, then that gear's down 20 miles out as you get down the valley. DC, that's entering Antwerp harbour via the Netherlands. Oh, what kind of diplomatic provisions have to be put in place before that could all go ahead, I wonder. Josh, is it okay to activate the external power while the batteries 1 and 2 are off? Yes, it is, because I believe the cleaners use that if they need power on the aircraft. Mona Lima, good afternoon. Cockpit Racing, good afternoon to you. Has been watching the YouTube videos and learning so much. You're more than welcome. The live streams, of course, hopefully this is where you sort of pick up different nuances, because every approach is different, isn't it? And that's what I like about it. No two approaches are ever the same. In fact, Josh, speaking of the cleaners and things, check this out and do this while we're climbing. Oh, hang on, is that some ATC? Ah, no, that's okay. That's Air France 2454. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for the message. So yeah, what we can have a quick look at is so what you can do is you can turn on the external power, and then what we do is, hang on, go out here. And here there is the maintenance bus, so you turn that on and it just puts on the cabin lights and basically gives power down here so that the cleaners and everyone else can get what they need to do on the aircraft without having to sort of fully power up the aircraft. So yeah, that's what that's for. And I think Fenix have actually modelled this. I've not tried it. I'm not going to switch it on now and just plunge the cockpit into darkness. Oh look, SAS, welcome. Anyone in the loo? No. Alright, let's close the door again. Get back in. Baseman rudder mapping, I've got them, well, I've got those set to pedals, so if you haven't got rudder pedals, then yeah, I'd have those mapped to your twist stick. Dark Fury, is this X-Plane? Since when did you become a fan of Dan? Cockpit Racing says he's struggling with the McDo at the minute, so watching the same video over and over. Well, you know, we're now at a nice long flight today. It's about 1 hour. In fact, I think en route flight time, because of the winds, 1 hour 50 minutes. So now is the perfect opportunity to ask any questions you've got, and we can sort of try and demonstrate anything that we can. Right, so I've got some traffic I can just see there off to my left on the TCAS. He's 10 miles out, but it's looking like our paths may cross. Let's just keep an eye on that for the time being. If we need to do something, my plan will be to level off. FPV, my weather engine. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator's own weather engine. Yeah, it's theirs. There's nothing nothing special. Just their live weather. Looks like we're climbing above him anyway, so I think we're going to miss him. Can't see him though. He's out there somewhere. I love the fact that these aircraft though are real people. It's not just AI, someone's actually flying that. Yazim, if you want to see my hardware, in fact my hardware setup, I've got Thrustmaster, I'm basically it's all Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster TPR rudder pedals, the Thrustmaster Airbus A320 side stick, the Thrustmaster thrust levers for the Airbus, and spoilers, flaps lever, etc. FPV, I'm on DX11. Amber friend, is there any add-on for GSX to do everything automatically? The Fenix does everything automatically. I don't know about the PMDG 737, but the Fenix does everything automatically, as does the fly-by-wire A32NX. So I don't have to touch the menus anymore, thank God, apart from when you land. Copy racing, sometimes you struggle to put the sim brief into the McDo, like all the waypoints, etc. Cockpit, you don't need to. You would press the init page, and then up here you just import the flight plan. And doing that, I know a few people might think, well, that's cheating, it's not very realistic, but actually that is realistic, because airlines now use something called the ACARS uplink, so they don't have to manually enter them. It's been a long time since I've done a manual entry. It might be something that I do on the next flight. You'd have to remind me, because you can simulate the ACARS uplink not working. You know, that does happen. So pilots do have to do it all manually. Right, that's Mac Alt Star. And flight level 360 coming up. Victor Hugo, mate, thanks so much for subscribing. And that's Mac Alt Cruise. So we'll now throw that TCAS 2 below. And get our cost index up back to 56 and we'll motor on ahead. So now we cycle through the ST pages and make sure that we haven't broken anything. Or that nobody else has broken anything. So no fuel leak, cabin is comfortable at 23, brake temperatures are fine, flight computers are all working, and all systems normal, that's what we like to see. Quick look on the overhead, make sure the aircraft's working, yeah it is. See, SAS don't have any problems with the GPWS system not working, do they? Oh, that's quite neat. Oscar, what's my opinion on Track IR? Now, I've never used Track IR. I have used the Tobii Eye Tracker, and I liked the Tobii Eye Tracker if I was just mucking about doing a offline flight. GA flights, in particular, if you're doing a GA flight, it's great. For streaming, not so much. An airliner flying, it's probably not that practical, but definitely, definitely if you want. If you're doing GA, then I quite like that. EGP or Inverness, you use the side stick as your rudder and the tiller, and find it in the Fenix on the approach. The rudder is moving a lot. Do you know how to fix that? I would just make sure you've got a good big dead zone for the rudder, because obviously as soon as you put your hand on the side stick, you're going to affect that rudder no matter what you do. So might be worth just adding a dead zone so you're not inadvertently sort of steering it. Right, we've got an aircraft below us, just there. He's 2,000 feet below us, so can we see him, do you reckon? Maybe? Oh, there he is. Just see the contrail, can't see the aircraft. Tony Johnny 84, I'm very well, thank you. Hope you are as well. The Coffin, that's a scary name. Good afternoon to you. Jasmine, do you set the speed and altitude to manage for the entire flight? Yes. Yeah, you really only start to muck about with those on the approach, though. We'll use we'll use selected speed, I'm sure, on the approach. I think why can't you use the TCAS just on all? Well, the idea is you want it above you when you're climbing, and then when you're at the top of climb, the only way you're going to go is down. So you want it below you, mainly to show that you're not going to fly into anything. Even when it's set to below, though, it does still scan above you, but just not quite as much as it does when it is set to above. Hey Victor, can you access the cabin in any plane? You can in a lot of them now, yes. You can in the fly-by-wire A320NX, you can obviously in the Fenix. I don't know about the 737, I would imagine so. Is this guy flying to the same place I am? We're following him. Right, well, we're at top of climb, so we need to do a fuel check. And we've just passed Sierra Papa Yankee, which is quite close to Amsterdam, isn't it? So let's have a look then now what we've got with regards to our fuel check. So I'll show you how we do that. Let's go to our operational flight plan. Okay, so we took 7.5 tons, so 7,500 tons, which is 500 kilograms extra, plus the contingency of 5% at the top of the screen, so 500 kilograms plus that 200, call it roughly about 700 kilograms. So we've got 700 kilograms more fuel than we should have. So now, flying the waypoint SPY, which is there now at the top, and it tells us that we should have had 4.9 tons, or 4,941 kilograms as we passed it. Add 700 to that, so we should have about 5.5 tons, just over 5.5 tons, and we've currently got 5.8 tons, so fuel check all works out. So what we now need to have a look at doing is perhaps getting some en route weathers. So if we think about where it is that we're flying, we've just passed Amsterdam, so it's probably worth grabbing some weather for Amsterdam. Just make sure that's open for us to dive into if we need to, and there's nothing daft happening down there. And then, as well as Amsterdam, probably have a look at Billund as well. Echo Kilo Bravo India. Send that off. And then have a look at, oh god, I can't pronounce that. Echo November, Charlie November. Where the hell's that? Echo November, Charlie November. I can't pronounce it. Kristiansand Airport, maybe? And then, of course, we'll have a look what's happening in Oslo. Right. So Amsterdam's 290.13, visibility is fine, so that's wide open for us, no restrictions getting in there. Billund is overcast 3.1, but that's still got Cat 1, so that's fine. The one I can't pronounce is Cavo K, light winds, 8 knots, that's fine. And where we're actually going, winds light and variable, showers in the vicinity, that could make for a nice approach. 5 degrees, QNH 1012, nice. So yeah, all airports are wide open for us. So I'm just going to set the airport QNH now. This is now part of the Orange Airline stops, set QNH in cruise. We'll have to check. We've done that quite early. We'll have to check once we get a little bit closer, because we're not estimated to be there for another hour and a half. Is that right? Yeah, we've got about an hour and a half to go. Which is fine. It means I get to spend an hour and a half chatting with you guys. Jasmine, you've got a problem. The A320 Neo windshield's dirty and you can't clean it. Yeah, you can't clean that, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that's something they've put in there to look realistic. Athlex says, any thoughts on active skies? So we've been talking about this a little bit recently. A lot of people saying it's going to have to be blooming amazing, I think, to have and warrant purchasing another program, running another program whilst Microsoft Flight Simulator is running. So yeah, it would have to be you know, something special. And with Flight Sim 24 coming out, it's going to have to be incredibly special. Let's say, how do you decide which auto brake mode you should use? Well, auto brake low is the norm because it's not using a lot of wear and tear compared to auto brake medium. But if you're heavy and it's a short runway, then when you do your landing performance calculation, which we'll do in a bit, then if you can't get in with auto brake low, you're going to need to use auto brake medium. There are occasions as well you don't even need to use an auto brake, you know, if you're so for example, let's take for example alright, this may be a bad example, but think about London Heathrow, okay? If you're landing on either 27 left or 27 right and you're British Airways and you're landing on that runway, well, right at the end of that runway is Terminal 5. That is where British Airways are. So it will be different here because you want to get off that runway, you know, quite quickly because it's a busy airport. You don't want to hold up the traffic behind you. But, you know, if it was the dead of night, let's say it's the dead of night and there's nothing behind you, no auto brake on that, touchdown on the runway, roll on the runway, high speed, and then just get off at the end. You don't need the auto brake low because it saves on maintenance, and you know, saving money is what airlines want you to do. Hey, Nigel Spencer, good afternoon. Missed the start of the straight, don't worry about it. But yes, you will get to see Oslo, which is what we're all very excited for. I'm excited because I've not seen it before. So I've just got a terrain radar on there, just helps with our situational awareness now. So if we had to jump in somewhere, let's say we had a medical emergency right now, or something that meant we needed to land sooner rather than later, we'd probably look at getting into, I mean, Amsterdam's pretty close to us behind, isn't it? So, you know, things that you're sort of doing to pass the time. What is the landing runway at Amsterdam at the moment? We can check that out. What frequency do I need? 13298. 1 second. So I just need the landing runway.
Flow procedure shall be applied. Acknowledge information. Lima. This is Schigel information, Lima. Main landing runway 36 right. Main departing runway 36 left.
That's all I needed, 36 right. So if we jump into our secondary flight plan now, and we can just go from Amada, which is where we're off to at the moment, pop in Eham as the new destination. Arrival, ILS 36 right. And you know, at this point then What arrival would they want us to be in on? Let's have a quick look. So if we find Amsterdam, procedures, runway, I want 36 right. That's the arrivals we need. Yeah, so given where we are and where we'd be coming in from, then to be honest, actually, if we were coming straight in looking at that, we wouldn't get thrown in onto a SID, a star, sorry, because Amsterdam's right in the middle of the screen there, and we're up here somewhere. So all we'd probably do then is go no star. What via? Most likely, I think it's R-tip. So approach 36 right. Might not be R-tip. R-tip's over there to the east. Karoff, that's straight on the approach, so pop that in. And now we've basically just got an approach built up for getting into Amsterdam quickly if, you know, something bad happened. But it's not going to. We're flying Airbus, not Boeing. Patricia, hello. Is the performance better in the new recent update for the Fenix? Definitely, yeah. I've definitely noticed a difference, particularly inside the flight deck. Bekov, can I give you my thrustmaster sensitivity settings? They are set to what the Fenix website recommend as being realistic. So yeah, that's what they are. Paul says the IA needs more backstick pressure on takeoff now since the update. Well, Paul, funny enough, today is the first time I've flown the IA variant since the update, and I would agree with that because I thought we got a tailwind just as we started to rotate. It seemed to take me a while, but no, probably just me. Oh, well, this weather's boring, isn't it? Lula said you guys used to use Auto Brake 3 for normal operations. Maintenance didn't like 1 or 2 because of how much wear it put on the brakes compared to what idler, reverse and manual braking could do. That's interesting. Mind you, that is also on a much bigger jet, isn't it? Nathan, do I expect to see a better version of Oslo than the older Orb X version? I mean, I hope so. Time will tell. What's interesting with Oslo, do you remember that there is a freeware version of Oslo available on VATSIM.to, and that is incredible. Let me just see if I can find it. We'll have a quick look. See if I can just find that. Yeah, this is it. So this is the freeware version, and this is incredible for freeware. I mean, they could have made this. The guy that created this could easily have made this payware, because this is stunning. To say that this is free, this is unbelievable. And then Orbex came out with their Oslo, which raised the bar on this. I mean, look at that. Freeware. How much time and effort has gone into this? So, goodness knows what Aerosofts is meant to look like when we get there. Jazim, I don't have the velocity one, so I'm afraid I can't compare that. Loving the control tower. Yeah, so this is free. You can download this version free on Microsoft, on FlightSim.to. I mean, look at it. Nothing is missing. This is payware quality. There are several that I would say are payware quality, and this is one of them. And look at that. Whoever this guy is, he needs to get a job at MK Studios or somewhere. It's even got flight numbers on it, look at that. And the flight times are all different. That's awesome. Good to see the temperatures remain the same though. I don't think that temperature's realistic. Yeah, so that is... that's the freeware version of Oslo. Let's let me see if I can just find then Orbex's Oslo. And find some pictures of that. Okay, so this then is Orbex and their Oslo. I mean, that does look awesome, doesn't it? Very detailed. This is quite obviously payware at this point. That must have taken some modelling with the different angles of the glass. That is awesome. Throwing Volanta in there. Why not? So, yeah, this is Orbex. And yeah, they had the train, didn't they? Do you remember the train line? And you can see the train running through it as well. So it'll be interesting to see what it will be like when we get there now to see the Aerosoft edition. I can't couldn't show any more screenshots there for some reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this looks good. Let's see whether... I mean, to be fair though, that just looks the same as the freeware version, doesn't it? The tech services. They've even modelled underneath the jetways. Who looks underneath the jetways? Well, anyway, we shall see if this mega airport is the same or better. Nathan says he already owns the Orbex Oslo, wondering whether the Aerosoft can beat the quality. So, one of the reasons I wanted to depart from Brussels today is because hopefully you all agree, Okay, I like doing polls. We can do polls now in on the stream in YouTube. So let's put a poll in there. So is Brussels the best airport for realism in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yeah, so is Brussels the best airport for realism in Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment? Yes or no? So, if not, let me know what you think your the answer is to that. But I say that I still think that Brussels Airport is just the next level because airside looks so busy, and I love that. So the Oslo airport that we're flying to now from Brussels, from Aerosoft, is the same developer that did the Brussels mega airport. So I'm hoping when we get there, it's going to be that kind of quality. That's what I'm hoping for when we get there. Lulu, it's surprising how much stopping power the G90s have at idle reverse. Would never admit to messing around with the sim after a check. Yeah, how far? You don't have rear view mirrors though, do you? In a 777. Hey, Organ Aviator. Good afternoon, mate. You'd have enjoyed yesterday's flight going into LaGuardia. LaGuardia is still on the offer price as well from Builds, which you can grab using the links in the video description or at the top of the chat. And any other Build scenery, of course. Also, you can support the channel while grabbing some awesome scenery and aircraft. I do like the Airbus A300. Nathan says they are old screenshots. They updated the SAS maintenance hangar last night and also replaced the outdated 737s with A320s. What Orbex did? Is that right? Clever, what was the Azobo update today? That may have been the AIRAC cycle. That got changed. Yeah, it's a new one today. Darkfield, you think Gatwick is the most realistic airport in Microsoft Flight Simulator? What, the freeware edition? Yeah? I'm not saying you're wrong. Everyone has their own opinions, obviously. Who am I to doubt? Funnily enough though, 28 people have voted on the poll. Is Brussels Mega Airport the best airport for realism in Microsoft Flight Simulator? At the moment, 57% say yes, 43% say no. So, do have a quick vote. Peter says he does like Fly Tampa. That's true, that is a good one. But even that one, for me, I still don't think it's as good. I still don't think it's as good as Brussels. Simply because it just doesn't seem as busy outside. Oh, Dark Fury, it could have been the city update, Germany and local legend. It could have been, yes, yeah. Do you know, we're going to have to... I was thrilled because they've updated that airport, haven't they? What is it? For I call it the fried chicken airport because I can't pronounce it. But yeah, they've made that a handcrafted airport, so I'm going to try and get a stream into there because that is the airport that we have flown to once, and it's a great alternative to Innsbruck for EasyJet when they head there. Mav, you can answer the same question on Twitch, of course, but there's just no poll on Twitch. Oh, Wifi says the update also included a lot of updated airports from the World Hub. Is that now a thing? Is that open and running? I know they were still testing it, weren't they? Christian, yeah. Hey, Christian, good to see you. Yeah, it's the Fried Chicken Airport. Love that airport. Smells great. Oh, see now, Brussels isn't the best airport in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's now literally 50-50. Oh, fantastic. We've got some ATC. 136485 as we come into Copenhagen control. Can't wait till we've got a proper radio control panel piece of hardware.
2500 heading 130.
Skal der være 2 kilo, goddag igen, radar contact, turn right, heading 220 degrees, radar vectors, ILS, runway 04 right.
Expecting 04 right via right heading 220.
Copenhagen control, good afternoon, Scandinavia 4744, flight level 360.
Hello, Scandinavian 4744, Copenhagen, squawk 1353, and report your mark number.
Squawk 1353 and the Mach is 0.79. Scandinavian 4744.
Scandinavian 4744, thank you, and you are identified, flight level 360, maintain mark decimal 79 or greater.
Mach decimal 79 or greater for Scandinavian 4744.
Nordic 121, monitor Unicom 122.8.
122.8, have a good day.
Copenhagen Control, good day. And
Do you know what?
Inbound, Kulut, flight 2.
Let's go Mach 0.8.
No, we don't have any available time.
FSTraffic, Copenhagen, hello to you. Set squawk.
Wifi, has that been open for the last 2 months? Has it?
01 please.
I've not seen anything major about that. Sounds exciting, then.
Oscar Bravo, Charlie. Tak for det. Rekvemstifte godkendt.
Førskifte godkendt og send til vores selv.
Copenhagen Control, hello, EC. Correction, Alpine 347, 5370, Pytex.
Alpine 337, Copenhagen, hello to you. Squawk 5672.
Squawk 5672, Alpine 337.
Right, what's this message?
Copenhagen Control, hello, Beeline 9, Juliet, Quebec, flight level 370, inbound Keyser.
Hey, we weren't late.
Beeline 9 at Juliet, Quebec, Copenhagen, hello, squawk 5105. 5105, 9 Juliet, Quebec. Scandinavian 512, turn right, heading 160 degrees, descent 3,000 feet.
Okay, so if something went bang now, Billund is probably the best place to get into.
Right, 160, descent to 6,000 feet in QNH, what, 1 to Scandinavian 512.
Confirm 3,000 feet.
What's the weather in Billund? 260 at 10.
Lufthansa 1 Juliet Hotel ready for push.
Lufthansa 1 Juliet Hotel, push and start up at own discretion.
Push at own discretion, we'll call for taxi 1 Juliet Hotel.
Alpine 337 for separation, reduce Mach decimal 74 or less.
Decimal 74 or less, Alpine 337.
So look at that.
Scandinavian 835, monitor Unicom 122.
Well, let's do 27. Pop that in.
Unicom,
No start.
835,
No,
thank you, bye bye.
Scandinavian 2862, continue climb flight level 380.
Continue climb flight level 380, Scandinavian 2862. Tomorrow, go after Scandinavian 756, with you, direct Oslo, descending for 3,000 feet, flight level 195.
Scandinavian 756, København, good eftermiddag, squawk 5076.
5076, Scandinavian.
Nigel asks, regarding a proper radio panel, does anyone know if
Control, hello gents.
anything is planned with the mini FCU team? Yeah, they're doing a mini audio control panel, which should be brilliant.
Giant 61 Echo, hello, cross runway 22 left, turn left via Bravo for holding point 04 right.
Crossing runway 22 left, then via Bravo and holding point away 04 right, Giant 61 Echo.
Okay, should be on the approach in about
2,000 feet.
I was going to say 50 minutes. No, maybe an hour. About an hour or so. Should be on the approach.
360 and down to 2,000 cleared, island 24 right, going 4 kilo echo.
4 kilo, correct. Speed 180 knots until 16.
Oh, seriously, the weather. Rubbish.
Skydiver 756 identified. Descend 3,000 feet. QNH 1012. Expect ILS runway 04 left.
Descend 3,000 feet. QNH 1012. Expect ILS runway 04 left.
Jasmine, what's the best airport for the Asia, the Middle East, Africa, USA?
Heading 010. Descend 2,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 04 left. Reduce speed 180 knots.
I mean, JFK is pretty good in America. LAX is good. LaGuardia that we saw yesterday, that's very good. Christian says Simwings has just got an update. Munich Airport. So that's another one.
1679 on this link too.
Yeah, Nigel, so when Mini FCU bring out the radio audio control panel, that might have to be a must-have.
Bravo cross runway 302, hold point Bravo 304 right, 333.
Wi-Fi, yeah, so it's going to be great having other people mod default airports, making them much more realistic. Delta Zulu, hello. Check CV Delta, Charlie and Bravo, cross runway 30, holding point 04 right.
Taxi Delta Charlie Bravo, cross runway 30, holding point 04 right, clear on full specialty.
Number 528, double descent.
Number 528, descend flight level 130, expect ILS, runway 08 left.
So, what are we going to be landing at? We're going to be landing...
Control, Scandinavian 42 Yankee,
estimated
short of runway 121 Alpha, looking for taxis
57.5 tons.
130, expect ILS, runway 08 left.
Thank you for that, number 528, flight 130 and expect...
So we're just going to do the landing performance calculations.
Good afternoon, Scandinavian 542 and 370. Locked.
Skydiver 4 kilo, go after departure, right heading 130, climb 3,000 feet.
After departure 130 and 3,000 feet, Skydiver 4 kilo.
So we're landing 19 left. It is raining.
1679, hello. Wind 090 degrees 4 knots, runway 04 right, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
No delay, clear takeoff on 04 right. Skydiver 618.
Flaps 3 is going to be good for us as well, I'm guessing, looking at that. Idle reverse will be fine.
Push the start approved. Push approved.
Yeah. So, auto brake low and flaps 3 landing.
Proceed via Alpha, gate Bravo 19, cross runway 30.
Get those set up now, then they're done.
Skydiver 42 Yankee, go main.
QNH there at the moment 1011. Temperature is 5 degrees.
Via Alpha, cross runway 30.
Wind is variable at 3. Flap 3 landing. And the minimums for our approach are...
Skydiver 512, runway 04 left, clear to land, wind 090 degrees 4 knots, long roll ladder approved, 3 speed.
Delta land 04 left, 3 speed, Scandinavian if I want it.
Skydiver 542, are you on this wind too?
882.
542.
Skydiver 542, identified. Descend flight level 120, cleared Tudlo 3 Alpha, runway 04 left.
Descent level 120 and Tudlo 3 Alpha and Scandinavian 542.
Skydiver 4 kilo Eagle, wind 090 degrees 4 knots, runway 04 right, clear touch and go.
04 right, clear touch and go,
Yazim, I use Streamlabs for streaming. Organ Aviator. I've got no idea. It's not a brand. Okay, 50 volts and most people say it's very close on that vote. It's 50-50 for the voting.
Skinner 815, Copenhagen, hello 2, identified.
Giant 61 Echo, have you ready for departure on Bravo 1?
Giant 61 Echo, there will be one intersection departure ahead, line up runway 04 right and wait.
One departure ahead, line up and wait on 04 right, Giant 61 Echo.
We said 381 by Bravo 3, line up runway 04 right and wait.
Via Bravo 31 at the wait, 04 right, with 32.
Listening to traffic control, it sounds like Copenhagen are using runway 04 left, 04 right, which is rare. Don't recall the last time we landed on that. Flight Studio official, good afternoon. Yeah, shoot. What's the question?
Runway 27, via taxi November and Kilo.
Lea November, Kilo holding point 27 now, once you get to top.
Skinner 756, continue on present heading, radar vectors.
Paul, where did I get 882 from for the Barrow? You got me wondering now. Landing 19 left. Oslo, yeah, that's the right chart.
Take off runway 04 right via Bravo 3 with 31.
Minimum's 882. Does that help? Hope so.
Is there 321 confirm clear for takeoff?
321, Ava.
Thank you.
Skinner 4 Kilo Echo identified. Turn right heading 220, radar vectors ILS runway 04 right.
220, radar vectors ILS 04 right, Skinner 4 Kilo Echo.
Enter flight 28, descend flight level 80.
Flight Studio officials, so I think the best thing you could do is, if you head on to our YouTube website, EasyJet SimPilot, just type in EasyJet SimPilot into YouTube and then type in A320 auto thrust. It will explain to you how the auto thrust in the Airbus works, because if you're coming from a different aircraft, you'll find it a little bit confusing, but it is actually really simple. But there are a couple of nuances to it which are different compared to most other airlines. Hey Sean, lurking for 5 minutes. Paul, you're landing on the wrong runway, mate. that might be why. Chelsea FC, good afternoon.
Right turn direct shallow, climb flight level 190.
Right to shallow, climbing level 190.
Right, I'm just going through the charts now.
1507,
for landing.
122.8, goodbye.
Aperture Unicom 122.8, so Scandinavian 150.
So we're coming in via Rippen.
Skinner 1679, contact Sweden, control 118.405, bye-bye.
So, flight level 90 is what we'll get down to once...
you can proceed direct to Gipuk, Golf India.
Once we get to our top of descent. If there's no traffic about, we can get to Bavard a little bit sooner, rather than flying the full arc.
756, turn right, heading 360 degrees.
Max speed 220 at Bavard, so green dot at Bavard.
180 knots until 60 ME.
Turn right, heading 360 degrees, cleared ILS, runway 04 left, speed 18026, Scandinavian 75.
220 knots is mandatory.
61 Echo identified, climb flight
Come in then,
190,
Osbad. Golf Romeo Mike is the VOR.
Killing 43 Delta Zulu, line up runway 04 right and wait.
3 degrees.
Right and wait, full throttle.
Pappy's on the left.
Speedbird 75 Charlie Echo, ready for taxi.
Speedbird 75 Charlie Echo, taxi holding point 04 right via Papa, Zulu.
160 till 4.
Bravo.
Transition altitude 7,000 feet. MSA 39.
Sorry, I've got 04 right, Papa Zulu.
Papa, Zulu.
Mr. Roach, 3 miles from the VOR, left turn 102 and 3,000 feet.
Papa Zulu, Delta Charlie, Papa cross 30, speedbird 75 Charlie.
13 miles from GME. GME, sorry, is not the VOR, that's the LSTME. It's a climb to 5,000 and then vectored by ATC. Okay.
Giant 61 Eagle, proceed direct to Golga.
direct to Golga, Genesis Echo.
So that's pretty straightforward.
Quebec, contact Sweden, 118.405.
118.405, 1920, bye-bye.
Bye.
And then vacating to the right.
Normal speed, and monitor Unicom, 122.
On Sierra or Tango, and if ground's online, go wherever they tell us to.
Scandinavian 4744, resume normal speed, monitor Unicom, 122.8.
Over to Unicom and normal speed, Scandinavian 4744. Thanks for the service. Bye bye.
KLM 43 Delta Zulu, 2 minutes ago.
And we're back on our own. It was nice having some ATC though in the background for a little bit. Do like it. Paul, can I refresh you on the procedure when to retract from flaps 3 on takeoff? Yeah, certainly, Paul. It's quite simple. So takeoff as per normal with flaps 3. Once you've done the thrust reduction, not necessarily the acceleration altitude, just thrust reduction, you can obviously then check speed, make sure you're above F speed. 90% of the time you will be, unless something's gone wrong. Once you've then set climb thrust, you've passed the thrust reduction altitude, then retract the flaps to flaps 1, and then it's just a normal procedure. Once you're past S speed, clean the aircraft up. Lee JC, good afternoon. Organ, you might have to send me that again, my friend. I get swamped in Discord messages, which is why it's which is why I don't always respond to them. So apologies for that. Right, top percent is now on the chart, as we can just see up there from Pipex. So I do want to check that the approach looks like what we've got in the flight plan and what we've just quickly seen on the charts. Should be. Yeah, that looks correct. Illy do heave, you're there, I'm here. Jazim, the weather changes, that's the problem, so you always need to enter in the weather information in the box in the performance page. You always need to enter this in. Imported stuff from SimBrief will not fill in any of this, so that is your job. Bacchus says the dog needed to be empty. Well, Bacchus, you've not missed Oslo, so yeah, should be there soon, and looking very much forward to seeing it. Right, let's close that poll because it is pretty much 50-50 on the poll. So, do we think Brussels Airport is the best airport for realism in Microsoft Flight Simulator? 79 votes, and well, I thought it was 50-50. Apparently that adds up to 99%. It's missing one. Never mind. Paul, sadly my furry first officer is no longer with us. Funnily enough, I was looking at a load of photos of him yesterday with the kids, which brought back some great memories. My main concern today has not been has been the training captain. He came in. That's our cat. He came in today, and he was absolutely filthy. It got dirt all over him, literally all over him. And I just hoovered up, so I wasn't pleased. And then I looked at him, and all his backside, well, no, it's not his backside, but his tail and around his neck was wet through. I think he's been in the jaws of something. And then I went out into our garden and saw fluff everywhere, so it's an enclosed garden, so it's going to have to have been another cat, I hope, unless there's a jaguar leaping around our neighbourhood. Yeah, so he's been in the wars today. I mean, he's walked in and he's fine. I'd hate to see the other cat that he's obviously been fighting with. But he's now laid in his basket feeling sorry for himself. Okay, so our top of descent then is about 15 minutes away. Looking at that, the weather looks okay. Hope it's going to be nicer than it was yesterday in New York. Leanna, years ago we had a white cat who liked sitting under cars. I mean, it's not the best place for a cat to sit, is it? Dark, I asked, what's the best airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator? What is the worst? What is the worst? What the worst payware airport? I mean, I haven't seen many bad ones because I guess I only look for the good ones. Off the top of my head, I'd have to say Dubrovnik. I like to put a positive spin on everything. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. But I really want someone to come and do Dubrovnik properly. Jazim, in the McDo, where do you see the flaps for landing and takeoff? Well, I can't show you the takeoff ones because that page has now disappeared once we're airborne. But for landing, it's the performance page. So you hit performance. This is where we currently are. We're in the cruise phase of our flight. The next phase is the descent phase. In managed mode, that'd be going at Mach 79, speed 335. And the next phase after that is the approach phase, and that is where you select either flaps full or flaps 3 for landing. Aviation radar, how long left? We'll be on the ground in less than an hour. Aviation radar, how much is it for the scenery? I can't remember actually what it is at the moment. Leanna says everything default is pretty bagged up. Yeah, Leanna, you say that, but did you fly Microsoft Flight Simulator 95? I remember when Flight Sim 2020, when Flight Sim 2020 arrived, and I jumped in to Manchester Airport. I thought, oh my god, this is awesome. This looks brilliant. And that was just the default. We now look at it now and think, oh my god, that's terrible. But only 3 years ago, I was like, this is amazing. And even FSX, Leanna, compared to FSX, the default airports are stunning. They actually look like airports. FSX, they used to just look like polygons. Jano, thank you for subscribing. Yazin, which video do I recommend for mastering the McDo? I mean, that's just leading me into self-promotion, isn't it? But there is... I would watch the full sort of Fenix tutorial. There is one called Advanced... There's a video on the channel called the Advanced McDo Setup, and that is the one that you can really use to get things under in your head and work things out. Right, so before we sort of brief our way into this, let's just go through. We've checked the flight plan. That's all fine. I am just going to pop in Echo November Golf Mike 19 left, is it? Yeah, that's where we're landing. We'll get 9 mile radius ring around that. Radnav page, we're going to hard tune Golf Romeo Mike. Echo November Golf Mike 19 left. Yeah. This page is filled out, so that's fine. Copy the active flight plan now. Okay, so RIP for it's the RIPAM 4 Mike arrival. All speeds in there are fine. Radna page is filled out. Progress page is filled out. Performance page is filled out. 1011 winds 190 at 3 that we've got put in there. Basically, they're just 3 knots and variable. Minimum's 882 when we're doing a flaps 3 landing. Checking the overhead. Yeah, we've got flaps 3 on there. And it's going to be auto brake low for the landing. Briefing the arrival then. So arrival brief for us. So yeah, here's the RIPAM chart. We'll get down as per the constraints. Flight level 90 at 427, so we'll set 90 when we get top of descent, head it all the way down. I'll leave that in manage mode. Then MSA as we're coming in is 39. The plan will be, if there's no traffic ahead of us, we'll probably shortcut our way into Bavard, and then from Bavard we'll leave that at green dot, and from there flaps 1 as we get to Osbad, pick up the ILS, flaps 2 with the glide, and we're in. Have a look at the technicalities of the glide slope. Elevation is just shy of 700 feet. It's a 3-degree glide, so that's normal. Pappy's on the left. Runway visual range 550 meters. Yeah, we're well above that. And then once we have, once we've landed, we'll probably look to vacate at be Bravo 5, Bravo 4, or if it's a really long landing for whatever reason, Bravo 3. Threats and errors then, management. So we've got a bit of terrain as we're coming in over Bamard. You can see just there, altitude about 3,000 feet, that's why we've got MSA of 39. Minimum 160 till 4 miles DME. So that's fine. Missed approach is straight out and climbed 3,000 feet. Once we're then 13, hang on a minute, just revisit that. The missed approach is climb out, and once we're at 3 miles from the ILS DME, it's a left turn 192. Then we we turn to 102. I'm going to start this again because I've just confused myself. Missed approach, we climb out on runway track to 3 miles out from the ILS DME. At that point we turn left heading 102, climbing to 3,000 feet. Once we're at 13.5 miles ILS DME, we continue that climb to 5,000 feet and get vectored by ATC. So yeah, there's biggest threat for me is a bit of unfamiliarity with the airport, lack of ATC, but other than that it's all pretty much straightforward, so we'll not overcomplicate it. Aviation radar, do have the E-jets? I do not know. Jono, no news yet, only that it's, we're talking weeks, not months. Lulu says, can confirm the Mook 2 videos on here have helped the Boeing this Boeing brain idiot out immensely. Oh, I can't get my head around a Boeing box. Right, top of descent is in about 5 or 6 minutes. Really hoping for some nice scenic views as we come into Oslo. Mummy, top 5 scenery developers. I mean, Aerosoft are never bad. Pyrrhology is definitely up there. Fly Tampa, of course. Anyone else want to throw their hat into the ring? Baker, no, this will be our only flight today. Soren, is Oslo Approach now online? Are they? Ah, so they are. 12045, we best pre-set that. If the approach is online, then we may get some shortcut on our track mileage, which would be wonderful. Lewis says, honestly, I think Gav's just afraid of learning the 777 because he'll fall in love with it and have to rebrand the whole channel. I do like the idea of long haul. I just don't have time to fly them. Pyrrhology Edinburgh version 2 looks incredible, doesn't it, Dark? Yes, looking forward to the release of that. As and when. Jasm, yeah, Innie builds, I rate them highly, but then I'm maybe slightly biased as we are partnered with them here on the channel, so, you know, full disclosure for that. But I think their sceneries are very good. Lulu, plenty of domestic 777. Well, I wonder what the shortest 777 flight is. There was a flight the other day went from LaGuardia to JFK, and it was an American Airlines flight. I thought, I really hope that's a positioning flight. Can't possibly have been a commercial one. I mean, it might have been, but wow. Oh my gosh, good afternoon to you. Terry says, have I got the new Fenix? Yes, yeah, this is the latest one. Christian says, yeah, they like their short flights. I heard LaGuardia to the Hudson River is also pretty scenic. That wasn't American Airlines, but good shout. Aviation Radar, this is the latest version, so it's version 2, block 2, with a new update. So, yeah. Okay, so with the descent point coming up about 20, 25, 30 miles away, 35 miles away, looking at the navigation display. As we go down, I'll pop it into managed speed and we'll contact ATC. Yeah, Aviate, and the passengers also get to go for a swim.
Kilo 454, say again.
I just don't forget it. Just a button.
Nordic 42 Victor Golf, Oslo approach. Hello, confirm you got your clearance from tower.
Negative.
Nordic 42 Victor Golf, Roger. Clear destination Heathrow with 6 Delta departure, 1 man right. Measure climb 7,000 feet, squawk 1704.
Clear to London via the Viva 6 Delta departure via 90 right, 19 right, squawk 1704. On initial climb 7,000 feet, Nordic 42 Victor Golf.
Nordic 42 Victor Golf, feedback correct, break, Ryanair 7 Papa Tango, Unicom 12 decimal right, Saddam.
Unicom 122 decimal 8, see you later, Ryanair 7 Papa Tango.
Okay, here's our top of descent, so let's wind that down, flight level 90, and
Oscar Echo Max, Cushion Foxtrot Max, Zulu, ready to copy clear.
we'll manage everything, so that's Mac descent, 90 blue, down we go.
Oscar Mike Zulu, Oslo approach at Oakley, destination Notodden, Atlap 7 Delta departure, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 3352.
Clear to Notodden, Atlap 7 Delta, climb 7,000, squawk 3352, Oscar Mike Zulu.
Oslo approach, good afternoon, Scandinavian 4744, A320, just leaving flight level 360.
First Oscar Max Zulu, read back correct, QNH 1011, taxi Charlie 3.
QNH 1011, taxi Charlie 3, Oscar Mike Zulu.
Oslo approach, good afternoon, Scandinavian 4744, passing flight level 350, A320 with local QNH 1011.
Scanner 4744, Oslo approach, hello. Clear 3.4 micro arrival, descend via star, flight level 90.
Clear to fire the Ripam 4 Mike and descend via the star, Scandinavian 4744, down to flight level 90. Christian, yeah, we've got no ATIS.
2749er, Unicom 1318.
No ATIS is currently online, which is why I gave him the local QNH that I got.
Unicom, thank you, bye bye. Nordic 121, proceed direct Titla.
Direct to Sagan, please, Nordic 121.
Titla, transition for the ILS.
Direct Titla, Nordic 121.
Nordic 42 Victor Golf, fully ready for push and start.
Nordic 42 Victor Golf, push start approved, QNH 1011, straight push.
Straight push and QNH 1011, Nordic 42 Victor Golf.
If he's busy, he might not have had time to create one.
Oslo approach, speedbird 33, review flight level 380.
Speedbird 383, Oslo approach at all, when ready, descend flight level 100, cleared Ripon 4 micro arrival.
Clear the Britam 4 micro arrival, and when ready, descend at flight level 100 for speedbird 38.
Oslo approach, god dag, Scandinavian 216, climbing flight level 310, inbound Ulmuk.
Scandinavian 216, Oslo approach, hello, descend flight level 1101 ready, visions 1201 ready, cleared Ripon 4 micro arrival.
Descent to flight level 120 when ready and cleared for the Ripon 4 Mike arrival, Scandinavian 216.
Right, this is Ripon coming up.
Speed 280 knots.
Speed 280, Scandinavian 216.
Speed 383, speed 280 knots.
Are we going to get something similar?
Confirm speed again for speedbird 33, please.
Speed 280 knots.
Speed 280, speedbird 38.
Scandinavian 4744, speed 300 knots or greater.
There we go. 300 or greater, Scandinavian 4744. I thought he's keeping everyone at 280 behind us, and we're slowing to 250 as per the star, so he's going to need us to go faster, isn't he?
A320 Neo requesting clearance to Heathrow. Stupid 7 Lima Sierra, Oslo approach, hello, number 1 for clearance, break, Scandinavian 216, speed, squawk 6156.
Squawk 6156, Scandinavian 216.
Oscar Mike Zulu, then 1 man right, clear for takeoff, wind variable 3 knots.
1 man right, clear for takeoff, Oscar Mike Zulu.
Nordic 3 for Tango, hold position, cleared 2, Bardufoss, Rib 6 Delta departure, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 4053.
Cleared Butterfish via the GP6 Delta departures, climb 7000, score 4053, Nordic 34 Tango in the holding position.
Mike 34 Tango, read that correct, line for weight, runway 19 right.
Line of weight to 19 right, Nordic 34 Tango.
I'm assuming we're coming in on 19 left. There's no...
Nordic 12...
No ATIS, and he's clearing people for takeoff on 19 right, so... I guess that's the case. Hey, Hazza, good to see you.
Skyline 2, Mike Charlie, runway 19 left, kept to land, wind variable, 3 knots.
Keep land 19 left, Scandinavian 2 Mike Charlie.
Oslo approaches the Scandinavian 805 at stand 971, requesting IFR clearance to Bergen. I'm a A320 now.
Scandinavian 805, Oslo approach, hello, number 2 for clearance. Nordic 121, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descending 5,000 feet, QNH 1011, Nordic 112.
So I think the plan will be, hopefully, if we can get, well, we will be flight level 90 by the time we get to Gulf Mike 427 with no aircraft ahead of us. I think we're sort of like the first of the pack. We'll get a direct to Bavad and then get straight in, which will be great. It means we'll probably save 5-10 minutes flight time.
Delta departure 19 right, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2137, speedbird 700.
700, read that correct.
Aviation radar, it wasn't that long ago we were in Stockholm.
Yeah, 3,000.
We will visit again, I'm sure. Tony, is Doncaster Sheffield Airport coming back? I hope so. Fly Geneva to Arlander, that's a long flight.
Oscar Mike Zulu, turn left heading 200 for separation.
Left heading 200.
Our training captain members, of course, can always request the destination.
190, Oscar Mike.
And of course, using EasyJet points, you can buy the destination. Dark Fury's got a couple of them lined up. A nice long flight to Dubai, and a crazy flight to somewhere that's called not quite Alaska. Anti-Alaska, that's it. I can't believe that's actually a thing.
Scandinavian 4744, proceed direct Bavat, stop descent, flat level 100.
Direct Bavad, stop descent flight level 100, Scandinavian 4744. Told you we'd get a direct.
Oscar Mike Zulu, climb flat level 210.
Climb 210, Oscar Mike Zulu.
Nordic 121, descend via the Hitler transition, clear ILS.
Direct Bavad, flight level 100.
Descending via Hitler transition, clear ILS 1 left for Nordic 121.
Anti-Alaska, un-Alaska, same thing.
Scandinavian 218, expect ILS, runway 19 right. Scandinavian 4744, expect ILS, runway 19 left.
ILS 19 left, Scandinavian 4744.
Sleeper 383, expect ILS, runway 19 left.
Expect ILS 19 left, Sleeper 383.
Scandinavian 216, expect ILS, runway 19 right.
Expect ILS 19 right, Scandinavian 216.
Soren, sadly,
Mike Zulu, resume on
not flying back. I've got to go and cook dinner for the kids. Hey, Matt.
34 Tango, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff, wind variable, 3 knots.
19 right, clear for takeoff, 34 Tango.
Scandinavian 805, Oslo approach, hello, clear destination Flesland, 7 Delta departure, runway 19 right. Initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 7174.
Atlas 7 Delta departure, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 7174.
Terry, did I delete the old version of the Fenix? No, just literally upgraded.
Nordic 42 Victor Golf, request taxi.
It's 42 Victor Golf, taxi via Delta Papa November, holding point for
Nabil Games, it's been a while, my friend. Good to see you back on stream.
Delta Papa November for holding point for 1 under right, Nordic 42 Victor Golf.
Right, I'm just looking where we're going to level off 10,000 feet here. I want to be 3,000 feet there, so I'm going to pull this into open descent. Through sidle open descent. Let's get down a little bit quicker. And Nabil, celebrating a year's channel membership. Nabil, that is awesome support. Thank you so much, man.
Oslo approach, speedbird 7 Lima Sierra, gate 64, ready for push and start.
Speedbird 7 Lima Sierra, push start approved, control 011.
And pilot 62 Delta, requesting descent.
Old man, good afternoon to you.
62 Delta, standby for descent.
Speedbird 7 Lima Sierra, pushback approved, QH 1011.
Scandinavian 2 Mike Charlie Bravo 3.
The weather certainly looks better than it did in New York yesterday, doesn't it?
Staying in position.
Bravo 3.
Scanner 2 Mike Charlie, welcome to Oslo, taxi stand 38.
Right, seatbelt signs are on.
38 near Tango and Juliet. So Scandinavian 2 Mike Charlie.
Scanner 4744, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250, Scandinavian 4744.
Pilot
speedbird 383, free speed.
Speedbird 3, free speed.
Scanner 216, free speed.
Say again?
Free speed.
Approach phase is activated, and we've got the ILS identified, Golf Mike Echo.
62 Delta, unrestricted descent, cleared visual approach, runway 19 right, report final.
Unrestricted descent, runway 1.
Visual approach? What's one of those?
62 Delta, correction.
Can't do that.
Maintain 9,000 feet, cancel approach clearance.
Maintain 9,000, sorry, 66.
Correction, maintain 5.90.
Maintain
Scandinavian turn left heading 010.
010, 62 Delta.
Mads, what's the MSN? That is the manufacturer's serial number. Every aircraft has one.
34 Tango, turn left heading 290.
Left heading 290, running 34 Tango.
Speed brakes away.
94 Tango, report altitude.
Yep, we currently at 7,000, running 34 Tango.
Great.
Oslo approach, good evening. Videre 187, stand 7, requesting clearance to Førde with Tango.
Videre 187, Oslo approach, hello, roger.
Okay, so that's going to get us down about 10,000 feet here. That means we could almost get a bit of a shortcut, get vectors in, and hopefully
34 Tango, climb platform 90.
get in a little bit quicker. Platform altitude is 3,500 as well. Can't remember if we said that or not.
19 left, turn left heading 010. Scanner 4744, turn left heading 010, vectors for the ILS, 19 left.
Left heading 010, expect ILS vectors 19 left, scanning 4744.
Pilot 622 Delta, descent 3000.
Heading 010.
feet, QNH 1011.
It's 1011 and 5,000 feet, 62 Delta.
Nordic 121, running 19 left, clear.
Just had a traffic call.
There's a land 19 left, Nordic 121.
Nothing there that concerns me.
Please level off 90. Cushion, my pad, climb 90, I'm sorry.
Please repeat for Mike Team Tango.
Over 3 for Tango, disregard. 3 for Tango, resume on navigation, direct Ribbe, climb flatwell 210.
Oh, navigation, direct Ribbe, climb 250, Nordic 3 for Tango.
Pilot 622 Delta.
Hazard, do my kids think I'm mad for flying virtual planes? Mate, when I finish this, my eldest will be on.
Turn right heading 1.
So no.
Right, heading 130.
Terry, do I install the wing flex? I got no. It's the
Scandinavian 4744, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
descend altitude 5,000, QNH 1011, Scandinavian 4744. No, the wing flex add-on is the most unrealistic add-on ever. Don't use it. Could also break your aircraft. Thrust idle upset 5,000 blue.
Descent, cleared visual 19 right, pilot 622 Delta, reporting final.
Oslo approach speedbird 7 Lima Sierra, ready for taxi.
Speedbird 7 Lima Sierra, taxi Delta Papa November, holding point, runway 19 right.
Delta Papa November, hold shore 19 right, speedbird 7 Lima Sierra.
Oscar Max 0, Unicom 1-2.8, han vet du, ha det.
Over to Unicom 1-2.8, Oscar Max 0, takk for det, ha det.
Scandinavian being 805, requesting taxi.
Scandinavian 805, taxi.
I was going to clean up the flight plan, we still might get the direct here.
Taxi, hold short November.
So, we will wait and see before I do that.
Scandinavian 4744, speed 220 knots or greater.
220 greater, Scandinavian 4744.
Speedbird 383, descend 5,000 feet, proceed direct to Bava.
Expect 240, then it's going to be a bit easier to slow down when we need to.
Descend 5,000 for Speedbird 383.
Speedbird 383, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220, Speedbird 383.
Scandinavian 4744, turn right heading 060.
Right heading 060, Scandinavian 4744.
Retrieve for Tango, Unicom 1-2.8, have a nice night.
Oslo Unicom 1-3 Tango, ha det bra.
Wonder what that was then, it's a mark on the on the windshield.
CV7 Lima Sierra, hold
Where are
short
they
of
on?
Victor.
They shouldn't be on.
Hold short of Victor, speedbird 7
Oh no, they're not. The lights were right, ignore me.
Taxi holding point
Yeah,
19
they're
right
fine.
via November.
Taxi to 19 right via November. Scandinavian 805.
Scandinavian 216, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descend 6,000 feet, and QNH 1011, Scandinavian 216.
Scandinavian 216, proceed direct to Bavad, speed 220 knots.
Direct to Bavad, and speed 220 knots, Scandinavian 216.
So a nice right turn now would be great. Save a bit of time. Can't see anything ahead of us on the TCAS system, so could work.
Scandinavian 4744, turn right heading 090, descend 4,000 feet.
Right heading 090, descend 4,000, Scandinavian 4744.
Speedbird 7 Lima Sierra, continue taxi Papa November.
Heading 090, 4,000 blue.
19 right.
Okay, let's tidy up that flight plan now then.
Speedbird 7 Lima Sierra, taxi Papa November, holding point 19 right.
Taxi Papa November, holding point 19 right, speedbird 7 Lima Sierra.
Pilot 622 Delta, final 19 right.
Pilot 622 Delta, runway 19 right, headland, vacate right, wind 15, position 140 degrees, 5 knots.
Jet land 19 right, pilot 622 Delta, vacating right.
Nordic 121, Bravo 3.
Nordic 121, welcome to Oslo, taxi stand 36 via Tango and Juliet.
Tab 36 via Tango Juliet, Nordic 121. One approach, god ettermiddag, Nordic 360, stand 1.
Nabil, how do you get the extended centre line? I can't explain it right this second because we're just in a high workload situation, but there is a video on the channel called Tidying Up the Flight Plan, Extending the Runway Centre Line. So if you do a search for that, you will find that. But yeah, it's about tidying up the flight plan.
Turn right heading 150, clear LS, runway 19 left.
Right heading 150, clear ILS approach 19 left, Scandinavian 4744.
Oslo approach, good afternoon, Postman 3214, inbound Luna, descending
Lock start.
120.
Postman 3314, rushed approach hello, Descend via star, fastball 090, cleared Lunit for micro arrival.
What a gorgeous approach this is.
Cleared Lunit 4 micro arrival.
So glad the weather's nice.
Pilot 62 Delta going on.
Right, start slowing down. We're 15 miles out.
Descend via Bravo transition.
And we're going to level off at 4,000 now, so we'll lose speed and start configuring.
Cleared for the left, runway 10 left, cleared the Bravo transition, seabed 383.
So glass up blue,
Nordic
Lockstar,
40 Victor Golf,
Cat 3
line
dual,
for me,
autopilot 1 and
right.
2 engaged.
Pilot
Symbolic 315, speak to you next time, thank you.
Pilot 622 Delta, would you like to join right downwind as a DFR?
The pilot 622 Delta, yes, you can cancel our I4 flight plan and we can change to VFR.
And the airport's in sight.
Pilot 622 Delta, IFR closed.
Eddie Smith, great that you can catch us live, thanks for being here.
Join right downwind, running 1 and right, 2,500 feet or below VFR.
Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1.
Pilot 62 Delta.
Pilot 62 Delta, traffic information, constant IFR departures 1 and right, and IFR arrivals 1 and left.
Speed 180.
Local traffic 622 Delta.
Nordic 40 Victor Golf, running
Nathan, autoland? No, the weather's nowhere near bad enough.
Clear takeoff 19 right, Nordic 42 Victor Golf.
We could have done an autoland had we briefed it and planned for it, just to sort of remain current. Pilots do have to do an autoland. I think
4744, speed 160 knots or greater until 4 DME, running 1 and left, clear to land.
160 or greater till 4 DME and clear to land 19 left, Scandinavian 4744. Yeah, so pilots do have to do them every so often, like one every 6 months at least, something like that. Glide slopes start.
When established 160
So,
4 DME, speedbed 383.
that's captured. Missed approach altitude 3,000 feet is set.
Descend 5,000 feet via the Bravo transition, clear LS, running 1 and
So bar FQNH is 1011, seatbelt signs are on, minimums are 892, auto brake low, EFB is stowed.
Oslo approach, hello, clear destination Evenes, rib 1 rib 6 Delta
Flaps 2,
departure.
speeds checked, Flaps 2.
Squawk 6076.
Clear to Evenes via the rib 6 Delta departure, climb initially 7,000 feet, runway 19 right, and squawk 6076 for Nordic 360.
360, we're back correct, brake, pilot 622 Delta, join final
Red
runway 19
altimeter
right,
live.
traffic is 737 departing.
Speed 160.
Delta, traffic inside, join final 19 right.
Continue 56 Tango, ready for push and start.
Scanner 56 Tango, Oslo approach, hello, QNH 1011, push start approved.
Thank you.
Nordic 6 Lima, between clearance to Evenes.
Nordic 68 Lima, Oslo
Get
approach, hello, am I?
Spoils armed, lights on.
Pilot 62 Delta, wind 140 degrees, 5 knots, running 1 and right, clear to
And
land.
flaps 3, speeds checked.
Get land,
Flaps 3.
pilot 62
Scandinavian 805, behind arriving the Diamond 42, the landing running 1 and right behind.
Line up for 1 on the right, behind landing aircraft. Scandinavian 805.
Right, it shouldn't be too much to go wrong on this approach, given that the wind is negligible.
160, speedbed 383.
Nordic 40 Victor Golf, report passing altitude.
Passing 3,000.
4 miles then, we'll manage the speed. Autopilot's
Nordic 40
off.
Victor Golf, identified, climb flight 4210.
Climb flight level 210, Nordic 42 Victor Golf.
Videre 187, requesting clearance to Fed with uniform.
1,000.
1,000 feet.
Videre 187, stand by.
Bar 62 Delta, vacated Charlie 3, Charlie 1.
Scanner 805, live and wait, running 1 and
I keep
right.
feeling my aircraft wants to roll to the left for some reason.
Flying after waiting, runway 1 on the right. 880.
Pilot 62 Delta, taxi parking approach.
Okay, Count secured going at altitude 3000, decommemory landing on blue. We were late with those calls. Forgot to do them. I was looking at my aircraft rolling left. I wonder if it'll stutter coming into this mega airport.
Destination.
Oh, it is stuttering. I don't like that.
Via the VM 1 Delta departure, F-top transition.
Continue.
4,000 feet, squawk 0254.
100.
Clear to Ringland, VM 1 Delta departure, F-top transition, climb initially 4,000. Squawk 0254, videre på 97.
Oh, the stutters.
Is that correct? Startup approved, QNH 1011.
Manual brakes.
Startup approved, QNH 1011, 187.
Scanner 805, runway 1 and away, clear for takeoff, wind 140 degrees, 5 knots.
Clear for takeoff, scanner 805.
Seabed 7 Lima Sierra, line up and wait, runway 1 and right.
Up and wait, 19 on right, speedbird 7 Lima Sierra.
We'll take a look around this airport once we're pulled up as well.
Seabed 383, wind 140 degrees, 5 knots, runway 1 and right, cushion 1 and left, clear to land.
Runway 19 on left, clear to land, Seabed 383.
Yeah, Christian, I haven't got 2 Oslos installed. There is just the one.
Postman 3314, information Romeo currents, expect ILS 1 and right.
Information on Romeo on board and expecting ILS 1 and right, Postman 3314.
Right.
34 Victor Golf, contact Polaris 118.875, so long.
118.875, Nordic 40.
Scanner 7216, speed, cushion free speed.
Free speed, scanner 7216.
Scan 216, wind 140 degrees, 5 knots, continue approach.
Continue approach, scanner 7216.
Seabed 7 Lima Sierra, runway 1 and right, clear for
See if we get a
takeoff,
stand.
wind
If
140
not, we'll
degrees,
make it
5
up. And
1 on right, clear for takeoff, speedbird 7 Lima Sierra.
yeah,
Scanner
we'll have a
805,
look.
report passing altitude.
Passing altitude is 4,000 feet, so it's talking hills, and 250 knots.
Scanner 805, roger, identified. Climb flight for 210, proceed direct up.
Might need to delete my rolling cache, which I've not done.
Scandinavian 805.
That might have a big
Scanner
effect.
805, climb flight for 210, proceed direct up.
Proceed direct at flight level 210.
Loving the signage. Really nice.
Lima, Oslo approach, head out standby.
Scandinavian 4744, is it stand-up choice?
First, Scanner 216, land Ocean runway 1 and right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 1 and right, scanner 216.
Scanner 4744, welcome to Oslo, taxi stand 65 via Juliet.
658 Juliet, Scandinavian 4744, thank you.
Scandinavian 56 Tango, ready for taxi.
Scanner 56 Tango, opposition.
Right, well this is Juliet.
383, welcome to Oslo, taxi stand 44 via Sierra and Juliet.
44 via Sierra and Juliet, Seabed 383.
Scanner 56 Tango, taxi via Sierra to holding point, runway 19 left.
Runway 19 left via Sierra.
And 65 is straight ahead.
Postman 3314, proceed direct to Titla.
Direct Titla, Postman 3314.
So this has already got a GSX profile included, looking at this.
Destination Evanes, Reaper 1 Charlie departure, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 1261.
So yeah, straight ahead. Master caution. Side stick. Ignore that. Right, we will go and have a look at this because I can already tell this looks stunning.
Seabird 7 Lima Sierra, report passing altitude.
I just getting 7,000 feet currently, Speedbird 7 Lima Sierra.
Seabird 7 Lima Sierra, identified, climb flight level 210, proceed direct Nanon.
Climb to flight level 210, direct Nanon, Speedbird 7
Oh, I'm
Lima
almost
Sierra.
sad EasyJet, don't fly here now.
314, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
People walking around in the terminal.
Postman 3314, descend by DT.
Just like they do in real life.
Runway 19 right.
Via the Titla transition cleared, ILS 19 right, Postman 3314.
Also, departure hello is stanza 18 from Bravo, permission uniform, Boeing 787, best effect data to Frankfurt.
And we've actually got vans booked. Oh, this is exactly like Brussels. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, this is like Brussels. This is awesome. Let me get the parking brake on, and we'll check that out. I'll leave the engines running because I want to replay in a bit, but let's have a look. So, in fact, you know what? No, screw it. Let me just shut the engines down, get rid of the noise. APU is up and running anyway, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Shut them down. Shut that off. We'll wait for this. We'll see if GSX decides to... decides to work. Beacon light off. That should start the GSX deboarding. There we go. External power on. Do that, do that, do that. And Squawk 2000. Transponder off. Right, let's go and have a look. So, GSX profile is built, it's there, and it's great. I'll tell you what then, why don't we be a passenger? Let's see. The door's opening. Should we go and have a look? Oh man, this is awesome. And here we are. So upstairs or downstairs? Probably. Let's go straight through here. Although that's the departure lounge. Maybe we have to go upstairs. I have no idea, to be fair, but who cares? This is the baggage claim. Let's go and get our baggage. That's down here. Grab a drink. Guys, can you hear the tannoy? There's a tannoy announcement inside the terminal building. I have not heard that before. Oh, kids play area. That is awesome. Guys, how good are things getting? There's another tannoy announcement. A different one. It's not just the same one. This is stupid. Oh my god. I hope you can hear that. I can't understand it. But I do hope you can hear it. So, what's down here? I don't know where to claim my baggage. My baggage has been lost. How do I get out? There's my jet. Where do I go? Can you tell that, unlike LaGuardia, I haven't spent 4 hours walking around this. I must have missed a sign somewhere. That tannoy is ridiculous. I can't believe there's a tannoy in here. You watch. Soon, it won't be long before these are actually updating based upon VATSIM arrivals. Can you imagine? Oh, okay. Passport control. Staff yeah, staff only. Yeah, we'll just go through that door there. Where's the exit? We will have a look outside as well. I know people don't like spending too much time looking in terminal buildings, but I would. This is on par with. Would you better than Brussels or not? Yeah, East Perth. I'm not an NBA player. No, too right. I'm not. Lower my height. I mean, come on. This is all right. Should we jump there? Come on. That's as tall as those guys are. This looks posh. What's this? I'm not an NBA player, but I am Usain Bolt. This is awesome. Do we all agree that this is better than Brussels? And Brussels was my primary choice if I had to say it was the best in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. But yeah, this is something else. Right, well I'm gonna have to come out of the terminal because the main I've missed the exit. Eastbirds, thank you so much for your €5.99 donation as well, mate. Really do appreciate that. Right, let me just get back inside and see if I can actually work out how to get out of here. Absolutely stunning. So, do I have to go upstairs to get out, maybe? I don't know. Just jump off this roof here. There we go. Oh, and here's the entrance. So I don't know how we would have made it through. There's the baggage gates and things. And wasn't there a rather rude statue in this airport in real life at one point? I don't know if that still exists. Thumbs up for this airport though, my word. And here's the train. Yeah, as the train station. I don't know if that train... Oh, that train moves. Can I follow it? Oh, nope, it's too fast. Wow. But yeah, I wanted to just mute the background music just because I wanted you guys to hear the tannoy. But wow. And of course this is good. Oh, something tells me version 1.1 will be out soon. Someone screenshot that and let's caption it. Oh, I don't even care that they're floating in midair. How good is this? So that train that we saw earlier should come out and go on the train line here. They will have modelled this. I'm sure they'll have modelled. Are those people? Oh no, they're not. They're lights. No, they can't change. No, they won't change. It's not a train simulator, is it? Although Aerosoft do have something to do with train simulators and things, don't they? So who knows? I actually wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. So guys, are you going to go ahead and purchase this airport based on what you've just seen now? There's so many things that I'm missing, I'm certain of that, but the detail is just... it's stunning. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. The tech services. Fruit Bat says there's someone playing piano somewhere. Yeah, I'd heard that. I don't know where that would be. But fair to say, I think this now may be considered the most detailed airport in the sim. I don't think I'm pushing the boat out there too much in saying that, am I? I mean, I'm just bowled over by the fact we've got cabin announcements. We've got tannoy announcements if you go inside the terminal. Outside gate Alpha 12. Oh, where's that? I'd have to follow the signs. I'd have to follow the signs to Alpha 12, wherever that is. Gates Alpha, straight ahead. Alpha 1. Did you say Alpha 1? That's Alpha 6. Alpha 8. Oh, hang on then, so if we go back this way. Oh, and that's Echo. I have no idea where it is. Oh, we could just spend all day. We could just spend all day trying to find it, couldn't we? We're not going to. Fair to say, though, well played, Aerosoft. Is it straight ahead and to the left? Oh, there's a sign there. Alpha 8 to 27? If I go the other way, have I got other gates? Oh, Alpha A2. So where's Alpha 1 then? I'm actually reading signs in the flight sim. It's there, right next to me. The problem is, the stream's about 30 seconds delayed, isn't it? So I'll have already passed it. Oh, is it Alpha 12, not Alpha 1? Ah. So, that's here then. Hang on, let me just mute the stream's music. And he's chosen Beethoven's Third Elise to play. And that pesky tannoy announcement has now come true. Well, guys, that's it. They've raised the bar yet again. It's fantastic. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on our flight. Really happy I got to show this off. Big thanks to Aerosoft as well for sending me a copy of this to showcase for you. The link to get this is in the video description down below if you want to grab that from Aerosoft. Yeah, there's several versions of this available, but well, I think it's fair to say this one, for me anyway, comes on top. Wow. Right, guys, a huge thanks as always to our EasyJet Pilot channel members. Thank you so much for watching. That's us done for the day. I'm not sure where the next flight will be because I never am, but I will see you all on Discord. Thanks so much, everyone. See you next time. Bye bye.